Welcome back to the Body Shop with me, your host, Andre Brooks St. Clair, my in-studio co-host, Mr. Brian Canone, and on the line, the lovely Miss Chady Dunmore. Now, before the break, you found out that Chady is a mom of a 4.5-year-old daughter. And we're going to find out her name because I don't want to keep saying daughter, I'm sure when this plays back, she's like, Mommy, that was me, but you didn't say my name. Okay. We briefly talked about, your new song and the advice you have for people who come up and say, you know what, I can't do this, I don't have the time. Your advice for them was, in a nutshell, you got to want it. All right, now, Chady, how much weight did you actually lose from your high-risk pregnancy due to your kidney disease?
I lost over 70 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I had a couple pancakes and then some.
There's no wrong with those pancakes. I mean, you make sure you put the extra syrup, the chocolate chips in there. I need that.
I was having it for dinner. It was bad.
All right, now, with you having a child, with the kidney disease that you're battling and that you're actually overcoming, right? What personal weight loss goals or transformation have you experienced with fitness? And how are you using that in preparing for the upcoming World Championships where you're getting ready to defend your title?
Okay, question was, how do I use my transformation to prepare myself for upcoming competitions, like an upcoming show, you mean?
Yes.
Another two-part question from Andre.
Okay. I think that the fitness journey and losing weight after I had my daughter was really hard for me. I think that I had a lot of women don't know, but I experienced postpartum depression after I had my daughter, and it's very easy to lose yourself as a mother, especially with a weight gain, and you're like, oh my God, who am I? You look at yourself in the mirror, you look completely different, and all of a sudden you have all these responsibilities as a mom. So for me to lose that weight was really rough for me. But again, it was good for me to lose it because I got to get back in my own skin and say, okay, I'm back in my clothes, and maybe I have a chance. As far as getting, when I lost that weight, I was thin. I wasn't like anywhere athletically looking the part that I look now. I started going to the gym and lifting weights, and that journey for getting ready for my first show and every other show that I did was huge for me because a lot of women, I tell this to other friends that I have that are competing for shows, I say, you learn so much more about yourself getting ready for a show than any other, journey that I can think of for me. Because you start, it's a mind battle.
Right.
You're like, I can't eat that. I could eat that. I shouldn't eat that.
Right.
So you learn a lot about yourself. It's a lot of discipline, besides physical. It's all mental. For me, I thought it was, and when I get in the gym, it's not, you have a trainer and you have your boot camp and you have, everybody's there, doing their best and lifting weights and sweating. But when you get home, that's a whole different world. That's all discipline. That's all you.
Right.
So for me, I learned a lot about myself. I learned that I can do this, and it's all discipline again. So how I use that for shows, it's so important because you have to know that it's all based upon you. You are in control of your results.
Definitely agree with that.
Yeah. So for me, I think that what I'm doing for this show, everything that I've experienced, I feel like I'm pretty content with everything that I've done. But, of course, I'm a woman. I always want more. You're like, okay, I want more. So for me, I feel like I can raise the bar. I can, I've accomplished so much, and I feel like I'm ready for the show in more ways than any other show that I've been ready for. I feel like mentally I'm more driven. I have more of an objective because I have to defend my title. Before it was more like, okay, I'm a pro, I'm going to compete in a federation I never competed in before, and hopefully it goes good.
Okay. So as we're talking
this time,
about,
yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, this time I have more of an objective. I have to defend my title, so I think that it's like losing weight. You have an objective. It's not just like, you want to just get a pro card or place top 10 or so on,
Definitely, definitely. So as we're talking about your objective, you're talking about being disciplined, and you're talking about some of the transformations and your weight loss success. Now, I also understand that you're working on a book, and the book is about your journey from mom to fitness cover model to being a world champion. Can you give us some details about that?
The biggest thing for me, besides, competing and, winning these titles, it's so important to me that other moms know and other women know that I get tons of Facebook messages and emails on my personal, website, and so many women ask me, how'd you get so inspired, or what did you do to get from point A to B? And I get tons of them for the last year, and I figured it was like, I need to write a book because I need to tell other women, besides the journey I went through and all the obstacles I went through, that it's not because I'm a world champ. It's all the obstacles I went through to get there.
Right.
So many women give up on their dreams, and for me, it's so important that other women know. I'm sorry, I have a little Yorkie that feels like he's a Rottweiler barking in the background.
Well, we didn't even hear Lil Fido, so don't worry about that.
He saw a spider or something. So for me, it's huge that I share to other women that you don't have to give up on your dreams. You know, I think that for me, I use it as again as a tool, and it helped me. And I think that there's such a small percentage of women that have all these that's so easy. There's no such thing as an easy life. There's all these roadblocks with kids, family, work, weight loss, health issues, boyfriends that don't support them, etc. So for me, I've had all that and then some, but I also have been really lucky that I haven't, let any of that, stop me from pursuing my dream. So that's really huge for me to share that in my book, and it's going to be a memoir kind of self-help book.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, it sounds more like a mental type of book, like the motivational book, than just an exercise book at all.
No, not at all. That's something, they can get anywhere else. For me, I think it's more important that they get there mentally.
Right.
Then I start giving them, okay, this is what you need to do. So do for your arms or for your legs. That's not going to get anybody anywhere if they're not there mentally.
Right. Right. Now, speaking of mentally, okay, like the mental part of it plays a factor, but so does the physical. Now, how has fitness changed your life?
Oh, wow. What do you think?
Okay. Besides being on the cover of Fitness RX, which congratulations to that, as well as Oxygen. Okay, but with you having to battle through this kidney disease, obviously being in shape played a huge factor in it. So the reason I asked that is because a lot of people may just want to know, how exactly has fitness changed your life?
It's changed my life immensely. I'm healthier.
Right.
I have more energy. Having a kidney disease since I was 4 years old, and, knowledge is power. When you don't know how to take care of yourself, you are going to have, more obstacles.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to have all these excuses of, I don't know why I'm so tired, and so on. So for me, the fact that I am more conscious of my eating habits and I'm very active with my lifestyle of, going to the gym with my daughter, I feel like it's changed my life. I'm able to, be more of a role model to my daughter. I'm not in bed. I'm not on, dialysis.
Right.
I can go on. And I'm not only that. Besides myself, my family sees what I've done, and they are like blown away by me saying, "Gosh, all of a sudden I said I want to do a fitness show," and a lot of people don't get it. They don't understand, why do you want to do a fitness show? Why do you want to be a fitness model? It was more to me than that.
Right.
It was a goal for me to surpass that cookie cutter mom. That's it. Once you're a mom and you have gained this weight and you have a health issue, that's it. That's your life.
Right, right.
You know, you got to wake up, take care of the kids, cook dinner, and that's it. Like, you know, for me, I wasn't going to settle for that.
Okay, okay. Well, go ahead, Brian. Go ahead.
Okay, well, no, is that like pretty much the theme of the story of your book? Is it more about how people shouldn't give up on their dreams and
Yes,
the different obstacles to go over? Is it still going to be some type of fitness book for the most part?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to, you know, share what I did, very vaguely about, you know, my eating, kind of like a sample menu of what I did to eat, training, and then, but I'm definitely going to talk more about, you know, what a lot of women don't want to share, postpartum depression, the feelings that I have, the insecurities, stuff that goes through your head, you know, what goes on behind, you know, the gym, what goes on at home, not, you know, of course, everything, but, you know, kind of, you know, the obstacles that women go through, the insecurities and stuff that, you know, women don't really tell each other unless it's brought up and they're like, oh my God, you felt the same way too? You know, it's just like, yes, I definitely felt bipolar when you're like talking to yourself and you're like, I definitely should not eat that. I should eat that. It's like, you know, it's, you know, so a lot of people don't talk about that or oh my God, you know, I felt that I can't get on stage with stretch marks, and, you know, what did you do to, like, erase that? Like, you know, what do you use in your skin to, like, you know, make your skin look better so your stretch marks not showing so much? Or, you know, it's pretty much what I did the last year to get where I'm at now, how I felt, you know, when I said that I wanted to get into the music industry, and I had people telling me, what, music industry? Why don't you just stick to what you know, the bikini shows, you know?
Right.
It's like, it's all that stuff. I kind of want to share it to other people, and then for them to get to know me as more as a human being and not just a face that they see on the covers.
Definitely,
you know?
Definitely. Okay, now, to my understanding, you are also going to be leaving Sacramento, California, and coming down to the Oakdale Theater for the Fitness Atlantic Championships this April 16th. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, and what are you going to be doing at the Fitness Atlantic Championships?
Can we share that, Brian?
Yes, we can.
Well, she's going to be...
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm going to be one of the judges.
Nice. That is all right. Quiet. That is. What? Are you kidding me? Come on now.
Oh my God! I'm so excited.
That is a wonderful, wonderful thing. No.
I know, and I get to put on a dress, and I can give out an award to the next winner.
Okay, now
you're sitting next to you now, Andre.
Nah, man, nobody sitting next to me. I'm taking center stage. You can forget all about that, man. Your boy Brick City taking center stage.
She might try to show you up.
Nah, that's not gonna happen. I mean, Chady, listen, I love you like a play cousin, but you can't take my title. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, there can only be one. Okay. All right. Now, Chady, let's get back into something that I think just briefly got kind of like, skimmed over. Because as you mentioned, it is important for you to be a role model. And with the new book coming out, how you're talking about, you don't want women to ever give up on their dreams, continue after the journey starts. You're telling them that the best advice you have for them is you got to want it. Okay?
Yeah.
But now, to yourself, when you was pregnant with your daughter and you gained the 70 pounds, be honest with us here at the Body Shop. Did you ever think to yourself, I'm never going to be able to wear a two-piece bikini again?
Yes. It's crazy. I swear, I cried for months. And family members and trainers, and I even went to a plastic surgeon. Okay? And I will say this for the first time on the record. I went to a plastic surgeon, and I was like, I need help.
Right.
I think I'm gonna need a tummy tuck or something. This is not fixable. I can't do this in the gym.
Right.
And I remember the plastic surgeon looking at me and laughing and saying, "You need to just work out."
Okay. Now,
I could totally take your money, but there's nothing wrong. Like you have great skin, and you can, And I'm like, huh? What? I was just like so upset with him. I'm like, what? Just do your job. I was really upset, and my family members were just like, you just need to just give it a couple, months, and give it some time, and of course, instant gratification. You know, we want things to happen overnight, and there's a lot of people who train with trainers, and they're like, I don't see any results. You know, it takes time.
Right.
You know. Okay.
Now, speaking of upset family members, right? What is your daughter's name? Because I don't want her to run up to you and kick you in the shin. So, you know, please say hi to your daughter and say her name so she can hear it.
Okay, her name is Sophia.
Hey, Sophia, how you doing? Mommy didn't mean to ignore you. We promise.
No, I would never ignore her. Gosh, she wouldn't let me ignore her.
Okay, now, Chady, is there a website where somebody can get in touch with you?
Yes, my website, ChadyDunmore.com.
Okay, and are you on Facebook or Twitter?
I am on Facebook. My name is Chady Dunmore on Facebook. No secret name.
Okay.
And on Twitter, it's Chady Dunmore as well.
All righty. Ladies and gentlemen, right here at the Body Shop, we got Chady Dunmore, who will also be coming down to the Oakdale Theater April 16th for the Fitness Atlantic Championships. Chady, I'd like to thank you for calling into the Body Shop. We had a wonderful time. I hope you did as well.
Thank you so much for calling. I did have fun, you guys.
There you go. Now, for my in-studio co-host, Mr. Brian Canone, I am your host, Andre Brick St. Clair, signing off. Remember, the best of the best. Listen to FTNS. I gotta go. I'll see you when I see you.